Thank you for hanging out, guys. It's time for another episode of the Florencio Files. Not sure if any of that pre-talk will get in or not. It's just, scientific discussions here only. Bulletproof, thanks for the Twitch Prime subs. Adaluka with the 3 months, 420XX for the 2 months, and Abraham as well. Appreciate the support, guys. All right. It is time for another episode of the Florencio Files. Down here, we have someone with an amazing name. It's Like Don't Know. Have you guys ever been so far gone as to think that Like Don't Know, even when you're upside down, of the inside outs? That's what Like Don't Know is. That's some shit that, it's one of those nonsense sentences that people copy paste and it sounds like maybe it's going somewhere, but it just goes in a circle of nothingness. Yeah, I know what you're onto. Is going to be a hatch first. That drone is going to, of course, let its lovely lady Lumps just kind of have a bit of a dance there, have a bit of a throb. You guys notice that hatcheries twerk while they're building? It's not just me, right? They do twerk. I mean, it's impressive control of each buttocks. Normally, you don't see humans able to twerk the muscles individually like that. But yeah, it twerks. And then, you see, it grows and then it twerks even more. You see, it gets a bit hyperactive with its twerking. It's actually incredible. I love this guy just swims in circles and the currents just somehow create a gigantic catcher. Oh shit, I forgot, guys. This is an episode of the Florencio Files. He's playing on his Cannon Rush account. Cannon Rush, no. And he said, hey, I'm going to wall off your ramp, dickhead. Like Don't Know is like, fuck. Let's go for a second gas, try to get roaches out. Cannon's going down on the low ground. Do we have a gateway? There's a gateway already up, so Flo could build a gateway down here. Cancels the wall off. Gets another pylon down. He'll get a third just to be safe, surely. Oh no. That could actually get killed if he'd pulled drones. It's one of those times as a Zerg, you're like, damn, I actually could have killed that. Oh, he traps that drone on the outside. I like that. The hatchery actually finishes there. Yeah, he's like, wait, you let that finish? He's trying to build spines. Oh, no. Flo is not going to let that go down. Oh, his cannons are getting blocked by the creep. Okay, but he gets 2 more in range of the hatch. That's in range of the hatch as well. 3 in range of the hatch. I think that's going to be enough. The thing is, you can't afford spines and roaches in large numbers. Have we got any gas behind this? No. Florencio never transitions quickly into gas. That's the fastest we've ever seen him do it, I think. 2 minutes 20. And it's because his opponent's putting up 0 direct resistance to the cannons. Normally, Florencio just wants to build 13 cannons in your base before he even thinks about those gases. But this time, takes the gases at 220, chrono boosts probes, and he's already going down to put down a cyber core. Is this an organized transition? Oh my god. He's thinking about it. Okay, he does it. He's actually going to transition. This is like a parting-esque cannon rush. Okay, parting would have 2 cannons, not 5. But still. This is, for Florencio, this is incredible, guys. I've never seen him do it this fast. All right, we've got roaches trying to pop on the low ground. Only 1 cannon in range. Spine here. Of course, without creep spread. I mean, he could put creep there. I don't know if he can get it down there, though. He needs to get a creep trimmer there to get it onto the ramp, and then he can spread it downwards. Ravages are going to break this from the low ground. I think Flo's just going to expand. These spines should uproot. That spine already... Oh, no! Guys, we got a couple of... what's it called where you don't eat food? You get real skinny? You think you're fat when you're not? You start to look like a zombie? What's that one called? I'm having all the mental blanks today. These spines are that. Anorexic. That's it. These spines have not... I mean, I guess it's not really anorexic if there's no food to eat. Either way, they're bleeding out, man. You guys need to eat. They're bleeding out, man. They're losing a lot of hit points right now. You gotta uproot those spine crawlers, buddy. Oh, man. All you need to do is uproot them, and they'll be fine. Oh, God. They're bleeding. They're bleeding. They're starting to bleed. Dude, shit's going wrong when your blums are eating. I just said your blums are eating. Your gums are bleeding. Pigs speak good English. I swear, guys, it's my native tongue. 1 Ravager died. Oh my god. Like, don't know. You can't lose more Ravagers. What are you doing? These units could be ruining your opponent on the other side of the map. He's lost 2 of his Ravagers. He could be fucking him up on the other side of the map. Okay, he's going to drone. He's going to take the hatch. He finally uproots the spine crawlers after they're on red hit points. Oh, brutal, man. Meanwhile, back at home, Flo getting a bit of a free pass. He's building stalkers and batteries because he's so worried about the Ravagers. They're not even coming. And this is still my favorite part of Florencio's PvZ. The secondary wall on the high ground is just one of the silliest, funniest things I have ever seen. He is always prepared to lose the front, and he's always got a fucking second layer behind it, man. This is like in World War I when they figured out that, all you need to do was build another line of trenches behind the front one and then another one. and like your opponent would just never break it without insane losses. You're like, man, even if they break their front, we're going to be landing artillery on them, and they're just going to run into another line of machine gun fire as they get to the next trench or the next hill. This is disgusting. I love how he's just always setting his opponent up to start thinking they're winning, and then they'll run into the next line and be like, what? I thought that was everything you had. It's just Florencio's style in a nutshell. And of course, is going to go for another Chad. One Chad pops out, another Chad on the way. He's going to start hunting around for the overlords. He's like, who wants to have a date with me, Piss Beam? Look at that statue by the... Oh, it's Mensk. Look at that. That's a cool statue. I never really looked at that. So this is a Dominion planet for sure. There's a cafe up here. Are there any other shops on this one? I don't know what this shop is. I can't see the sign. Where's the chat at? He's just chilling? Oh, this is the luckiest overlord ever, man. I don't even think it's on the high ground. I think if stalkers moved here, they could see it. They're just blocked by that high ground. Behind this, like don't know, is droning up and trying to note... Oh! No, not droning up. Is going to go for a Roach Nidus. I mean, Chad's... Oh, the Chad's just left home! Oh, no! Oh, my God. Uh-oh. How quick does Florencio realize? Instantly! And it's in range of a cannon. Oh, poor like don't know. Instant recall on the Chads. 2 Chads recalled to action. Stalker comes up. Nidus goes down. Nicely done here. And Florencio's like, please throw down another. Please. Like don't know is building queens 3 at a time. They will counter the Void Rays. Could throw down another one down here, though. Got to watch out for that. That Overlord's still potentially ready to cause problems. Recalls off cooldown if he... Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Flow, slow to realize, slow to realize. Okay, pulls the probes, gets the Stalker on it. The Void Rays are coming back. I don't know if he'll stop it, though. The cannon does end up getting a shot on that Overlord, but it's not going to take it out. Oh, the other Stalker. Is it going to get it? Is it going to get it? Uh-oh. 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 The probes, they should have stayed on it. They could have finished it off. Does take out the Nidus one, though. No transfuse. And there is not enough anti-air here. Uh-oh. Bile. Oh, does actually land on one of those Void Rays. But the shield battery means they can take out these queens. Transfuse! Transfuse! I don't know if Florencio has ever played an opponent who knows how to transfuse. There's a Spire on the way. There's 3 more queens. They're not in the Nidus Worms yet. They're at the hatcheries. He hasn't put them in the Nidus Worm. He's got to get the queens in the hatch. The Roach Ravager running rampant. The probes trying to evac down to the natural, but that Nidus Worm is standing there. It's only a matter of time until more queens and units pop out of that. Behind this, a lot of drones have come up. Great probe micro getting them out of there. The Oracle and the Void Rays standing strong. More Oracles are on the way. A Spire transition. We've talked a lot about Spire and how good it is versus Florencio Skytos, guys. It's a little bit like taking a small stick and throwing it into a wood chipper. It's not a good idea. He's got 3 Stargates. You've spotted that. You know he's going to make 3 Phoenix at a time. You're going to make armor. Please make... Oh, no. He's going into gases too early as well. I mean, Corruptors is not the worst here if you build a gigantic wave, but you need to focus on economy first. And like don't know, it's clearly a Masters level player. Remember, this is a PVZ. It's one of Flo's main accounts. This is a Masters level PVZ. And his opponent's actually going to show some competence. Droning, Roach Speed, Spore Crawlers. Oh my god. If like don't know just drones for another 2 minutes, or not even 2 minutes, like 1.5 minutes, just uses Queens and Spores to defend, and then off 3 bases builds a big round of Corruptors, takes a 4th, takes a 5th. There is no way Florencio's tiny little 36 drone economy can compete with that. What I'm always worried about against Flo is that people always try to build the anti-air before they have the economy. And you need a lot more of these units. Florencio's units are better, but it's hard for him to mass them. You've got to build a bigger economy and then just get more units. These spores, I mean, if you lose this hatch, that's actually a huge mistake. The queen is going to get enough damage done. Good movement on the spores. The queen pulls away for a second, does come back in. Ooh, does turn around at the last second. Okay, he takes out a Spore Crawler, damages the hatch, might get that later. Remember, guys, Oracle's building up in the back. Still no Corruptors out. Like don't know is actually doing a great job here. Hasn't connected the bases on creep, but is even moving out to a 4th. 13 more drones. Oh, I mean, that's nice, but I think we're going to the gas a bit too quick. There's 1,400 gas in the bank. Didn't prioritize the minerals, and I don't know if there's enough spores. Lost one of the spores up here. That spore's out of position. The queens aren't there. There's only 3 queens. Hasn't been building extra queens. Oh, God. Florencio comes in and takes that queen to Laser Town. Says, hey, let's go for a casual little hold position above your workers and drop some lasers on their face. Oh, my God. It's a bad day to be a drone. The Chads unleash their prismatically aligned beam onto that. The queens try to focus down the Chads, but the Oracles save them. And the Overlord's going to go down as well. The Oracle's still having energy, taking out so many drones. And Florencio, his economy's been pretty shit. He is stuck on 2 base, but he has successfully dragged his opponent down into the mud. 30 worker kills, takes out the third, takes out the queens. Corruptors popping one at a time into the chads. I'd love to see a recall. Get these fucking trust fund boys out of here, mate. Yeah, they've got money. They're basically like I feel like I misuse Chad so badly that it's glorious at this point. Chad apparently means rich person, apparently means jock, and apparently means someone that's the opposite of an incel. I guess it makes sense. The people that fuck the most usually are good at sports and tend to have money. They do sometimes wear white t-shirts and they like to give wedgies to I mean, look at these corruptors. They're clearly incel raptors, right? Look at them. They're just, we only shoot air units. We can kind of piss on buildings, but we can't do anything else at the same time. And it's like, I don't know, man. I don't know if that's going to be enough. Your opponent can build chads. Chads are the hard counter to the incel. And incels know it as well. I've been on their forum. They know. Luckily, though, 10 versus 2, I think that is a fight they can actually win. 10 incels run forward. 8. He misses the chance with his recall. Oh, God. Revenge of the incels. Episode 1 here. The 4th hatch does go down, though. Knocked back to 2 bases is Like Don't Know. Like Don't Know desperately needs to get these bases back up and mining right now. Florencio's massing Phoenix. I mean, is he trying to style on this? Guys, these are +1 armor corruptors. These incels, what are the one thing incels beat? Because that's what these Phoenix are right now. I don't know. The Phoenix are not the right unit here, man. They can kind of fight. He's trying to micro them, but he doesn't have the range upgrade. Those corruptors cornering him. He does have a lot more production. These corruptors, these incel raptors not being reinforced. They're rallying over the cannons. But they have already got a good start to this fight. A few of these Phoenix falling. That cannon getting great damage. The shield battery getting some glorious healing. They isolate one incel on the right-hand side. The incel's trying to camp on these Stargates. But Stalkers are going to join the fray. And those Stalkers are going to get rid of them. Oh, they decide to piss on the Stargate. But the Phoenix run forward. The Corruptors have to change targets. They do start fighting that. Now, this would actually be an amazing move. Disrupting the economy. Taking out the Phoenix. If Like Don't Know was droning and taking a 3rd and 4th behind it, but Like Don't Know is not. No 3rd base, no 4th base. And the incels are eventually going to have to leave. The shield battery, the cannon, and the stalk has just added far too much damage and healing here. And every time he runs in cannon range, I mean, he's getting to the point where he might actually get chased down. That's only 6 incel raptors up against 8 Phoenix or 7 Phoenix. There's stalkers on the ground. You gotta leave. You've overstayed your welcome, mate. You're getting banned. You're getting banned from Reddit. Getting banned from the fucking dark web. No one wants your weird fucking self-pity shit here, mate. Oh, now Florencio's like, oh, let's go. Goes in. He wants to chase him down, right? Corruptors can't move and shoot. Phoenix can. Does finally swap to the more effective unit, the Chads, which would have made quick work of this if he'd done that in the first place. 4th base finally starts. Imagine these bases could be up, and he could have rebuilt all those workers in this time. But just like a typical incel, rather than working on himself, goes and tries to tear down the Chads, tries to tear down everybody else. Is like, oh, it's all your fault. You built Stargate units. They are imber. That's why I can't get laid. And I don't know if that's the case, man. I feel like your opponent's giving you every chance. He's building Phoenix versus +1 armor corruptors, which is fucking brutal. These are 3 armor corruptors versus Phoenix that are doing volleys of 2 damage. So they do 2 damage attacks. It's pretty bad, man. It's pretty bad. Look at this. 5 Phoenix versus 10 Incel Raptors. Like, this is a terrible fight for Florencio. But you know what? It gives a chance. Unfortunately, Like Don't Know has not droned and is going for 1 billion upgrades right now. Is finally starting to drone. But it's after like 5 minutes of just sitting on your ass. And guys, there's 3 Chads out with a pack of Stalkers underneath. That's a very good anti-corruptor force, and it's an amazing anti-roach force. Only 6 roaches on the ground, not going to cut it. The corruptors barely missed the move out. Oh, no, he's going to be way out of position. Flo's going to dive on it just as the 4th gets up, just as the 3rd gets back up. Once again, Like Don't Know, 2k in the bank, and is prioritizing gas mining over minerals. What are you doing, mate? What are you doing? I know you want to build infestors, but I think you got more than enough. You've got enough gas for 14 infestors, mate. That's enough. You should be fine. Meanwhile, Phoenix, Void Rays, and Stalkers running forward. Those Corruptors getting back here. He's used up his Pismatic alignment. These Chads are not going to be as good at giving wedgies to these Incel Raptors as they normally would. Phoenix going to pick up the Queens. Stalker's going to have to add a bit of damage here. Those Chads are not going to cut it. I think he should actually just focus the Roaches down because he's going to lose the air fight no matter what. And indeed, the Chads focus on the Queen. I don't think he's got enough. Bad engagement for Florencio. The Incels finally get to shine. And they do force those Phoenix Void Rays to become their indentured wives. Florencio, unfortunately, you know, not supporting his beautiful Stargate ladies the way he should have. They end up becoming slave to the Incels. Not what you want. The Stalkers are doing a good job, though, right? These 3 Stalkers just like, nah, fuck that shit, man. We're just going to dance around this base all day. Finally, more roaches pop out and take it out. It's 43 workers versus 43. Florencio's bases are mining out, and he's... I always talk about the Florencio 17-minute mass unupgraded Stalker transition. He's going for it again here. It's just Stalkers building out of unupgraded gateways, no blink, and he's running them around. He's like, yeah, I'll take you out with unupgraded Stalkers. The funny thing is, they're actually not bad versus roaches, but with roach speed here and the reinforced being so much closer, Like Don't Know does have the better units. He's got to pull back, though. He should not be fighting off creep. He's got to wait for reinforcements. He's got to pick his battles. If he started building Zerglings with this as well, they would be amazing at cleaning this up, but he's low on lava. He lost all of his queens before. He doesn't have enough lava production. Florencio has actually eliminated all of his queens, all of his lava production. He accidentally recalls only 3 Stalkers. Was that on purpose? It was on purpose. Oh no! The Incels have their moment of glory. They piss all over one of Florencio's nexus. And goodbye, Trust Fund number 1. They're going to try to look for a piss on Trust Fund number 2 as well. Those Stalkers get surrounded. Florencio is in huge trouble right now. Oh, but this time, okay, Revenge of the Chads. Oh no, they were waiting for another round of piss on that nexus, but most of them go down. A few of them do retreat on red hit points, and they're going to get the hell out of there. Incel Raptors not doing too well. 3 more Chads on the way. We've got a 3rd base up. That's the big advantage. That's why you've got a mining advantage massively for Like Don't Know. But Like Don't Know still mining gas over minerals. It's driving me crazy. Has got to just retake a hatchery and survive. Infestors are actually going to be a hard counter to the Void Rays, given enough time to get energy, but he hasn't given him enough time yet. He's going to need more roaches to deal with this next wave of Stalkers. I mean, just Infestor Roach could cut it here, but he's droning. That's actually 16 roaches. He's got enough roaches. If he just pulls back and fights, uses fungal and infested terrain, we might actually see Like Don't Know finally win this game. And you know how, guys? It's because he stopped just focusing on tearing down his opponent. Like, oh, I'm gonna piss on your buildings. He's built up his own shit. He went to the gym and he lifted out some goddamn infestors with OP infested terrans and fungal growth. He's got roaches with roach speed. He decided to build some non-incel units. Where's the infested terrans, buddy? Oh, they're gonna go down, but oh man, that overcharge is big. But enough roaches, good pullback. Florencio withdraws, turns around. Incels on their own won't stand to fight. Oh, we gotta get out of there. Those infested terrans, man. They shoot those rockets, those goddamn infested rockets. I love that they're called infested rockets. Like, do they have tentacles wrapped around them, like throbbing on them or some shit that make them shoot better? It is kind of weird that you infest a Marine. He somehow has a rocket launcher now. Not exactly sure how that works. Meanwhile, 2 Stalkers and a bunch of Chads. There's too many infestors. He's going to click on the hatch. I don't think he's going to get it. I don't think he's going to get it. Flo! Oh, he gets the hatchery. You absolute psychopath. But he loses his entire army for it. He's still rallying Stalkers across the map. Florencio at a loss in this game. Like Don't Know even sees the 3rd. I mean, it's a new base. You've got workers up, but how do you win from here? That's 14 infestors. That gas bank that he's been building all game long finally coming into play. I mean, what are we building? Unupgraded Stalkers still. Oh, one of the worst units in the game. Can only work if you outnumber your opponent, really. It is, you know, it's kind of okay versus everything, but it doesn't excel in any situation. It looks like Florencio here with just a small squad of Stalkers. He's going to try and micro his heart out. I don't know if it's going to be enough, man. Just 1 fungal, and these units are trapped. We see so many infestors coming forward here. A fungal lands. A few of those depths and Stalkers get trapped. The Incels still floating overhead. The roaches and the infestors say, this is how it gets done, mate. This is how it gets done. Look at that. 3 units, mother trucker. Florencio pulling back inside his shell. Winning this game would be a truly glorious, glorious win for Florencio. If he had a High Templar with Storm, I could believe it. I could believe him doing it, right? You know, if you catch these infestors out. Right now, Like Don't Know is overcommitting. Like, you need to just go home and save your energy, right? I mean, he's gonna push forward with infested Terrans. Might just be able to do it. Indeed. Flo taps out. GG, well played. Can't believe it, man. Like Don't Know, originally doing such a good job with droning and focusing on economy rather than rushing into corruptors off a tiny, tiny shit economy, that made a huge mistake by not pulling off gas for so long, kept prioritizing gas over minerals, and it made the game really close, because what looked like a textbook response in the early game meant there was not enough anti-air, no queens, not enough minerals for enough spores to deal with the oracles. Took massive damage, so back and forth from there, but finally in the end that gas bank came in a big way, and we see the ultimate anti-air unit. Oh god, look at these probes, man. That's some sad shit. Oh no. Ugh. Ugh. Leave them alone, they just want to mine. The stalkers come down. Flow still having a little micro. Oh no. Throws some love hearts. Does leave the game just before Biles land on his children. GG, well played. Amazing gaming. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, all the rest of it. Going to be away at Home Story Cup for a week after casting this game. So yeah, it should be good. I will be back in a few days. We've got 2 videos scheduled, maybe even 3 for some of the days while we are away. YouTube will still be active. Thanks for hanging, guys. Love you all.